Well, Shelly's birthday present, her birthday party. It's Thursday, June 24th, and 2010, and we're going to surprise her. She's going to come back from having cocktails with Amy and Lisa, and this is what she's going to see. Here we are. We surprised her. She didn't know. At least she says she didn't know. So we'll see. We got Keith, and Lee, and Stanley King. Lisa, and Grace. There's Isaac.
A birthday poem, that's the title. I met you last November when round the county I did roam, searching for a place that my horse Rascal could call home. I can just imagine what was going through your head when you learned that he was a 3-year-old off-track thoroughbred. You welcomed us in spite of that, encouraged us, put your big girl panties on, and gave us great advice, like what to do when a horse starts to chew its leg off, and commiserated with us through the winter's cold and ice. You've become a valued friend to me. I'm thankful that we met, and I hope this one turns out to be your happiest birthday yet.
He said, I remember a wet, rainy day when I first ventured up your driveway looking for a stall for a chronically, as it turned out, sore-footed horse, Black, also known as Vet Bill. After observing your way with horses and the great care that you contributed to Black, I brought Midnight over from the Wiggly farm. Middy, which is what he calls him, is your border of longest standing, over 6 years now, or 7, time flies. We've watched you and Middy become a team, whether carrying the flag at Braves game. You didn't know that Shelly and Ian rode these horses at the opening of a Braves game. We've seen him do the bizarro, from rolling under the fence to diving into the shavings room. He actually jumped into the shavings room and got into the feed room one time. And then just last week he attempted to give himself an eye ectomy. So he's had his eyes sewn up down there. My favorite Shelly story takes place when he went to the John Lyons Symposium. When we went to the John Lyons Symposium in Pensacola in 2005. At that time, Miami had a semi-regular gig playing guitar and singing at a Mexican restaurant. Miami called me and asked me if I wanted to come out to the restaurant and see him on Friday night. My reply, I'd love to come out Friday night, but I'm in Florida with your wife. That was Mike. Shelly's parents really wanted to be here, but it's a long ways away, so they couldn't be here, but his mom sent something. Her mom says, one of my favorite times in memory, Shelly and I spent the summer painting Nunke's topsides. Nunke was a 36-foot trawler that we built, Shelly and I rebuilt for them when we were building our boat, Naiad. Shelly was the teacher and I was the student. I learned to paint, varnish, bung, and caulk a deck. We had the entire summer to do this. There wasn't a day we didn't laugh ourselves silly, like taking a break to enter a mother-daughter look-alike contest. Know when it reached 100 degrees because our knees would sweat. I am so thankful to have had that summer of memories. Thanks, Shelly. You are the best daughter any mother could hope for, and I love you with all of my heart. God, I'm going to cry. Kathy, you have a great birthday. You have helped me get better at riding Digger. You are funny, nice, and sweet. In my first horse show, I was scared to do it, but you were there for me, cheering me on. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have gotten this far. Have a happy birthday. Best wishes. Love, Anna.
I said, dear Shelly, if I had to custom order a sister-in-law, you would be it.
And then she said, P.S. Welcome to the dark side. I think that's something about the age or something. I'm not really sure. Again, she lives in North Carolina. They couldn't make it.
She
So
got Ryan's umbilical cord.
it's in the story here. So I met Shelly and your family back in 1997 in Marion, North Carolina. We became good friends since we had kids about the same age and lots of common interests. We spent many days at the park in town. Remember the big double-decker hamburger climbing gym thing, which incidentally is the same place Shelly gave me the good news that she was pregnant with baby number 2. That was a fun day. During her pregnancy with Ryan, I had been separated and moved to Asheville with my 2 young sons, but we still kept in close contact. The most outstanding memory I have with Shelly is that I had the incredible honor of assisting with Ryan's birth. Next to the birth of my own 2 boys, that is still one of the most miraculous moments of my life, and that sure was an adventure. Let's see, so Shelly is one of the strongest, most honest, most kind and loving persons I have ever met, and I miss her very much. Over the years, me and my boys, and I want to say my boys and I, Daniel and Kyle traveled to Atlanta to spend New Year's Eve with Shelly, Miami, Ian, and Ryan, and all the animals. They used to come down every New Year's. We have many fond memories of our visits over the years. It's been a while since we visited our dear friends at High Country Stables, but they're hoping to stop by this summer. In Colorado in 1982 actually, when we started living together in 1983. In 1984, we decided to move to Hilton Head Island together as I had gotten work at Sea Pines. In spring of '84, we packed everything, including the MG, in a rental truck by throwing it off the second floor balcony into the 8-foot snowbank and loading it in around the car. We were towing a Saab we had bought from the Aspen Sheriff's Department. It was packed full. We put the dog, which wasn't Pete, it was Samson then, the water dog, named WD, in his aquarium in the front seat of the car and went and looked for her old cat, who was nowhere to be found. After a while, we realized the cat had panicked and run off. We were not going to find, I didn't know if it was a her or him, I couldn't remember, Snowball.
No, Valentine.
Valentine, okay. In the face of a gathering snowstorm, which could cut the pass at Vail Mountain if we didn't get going, we had to go. So we began our first eventful move, which was one of a lot that we've done, with Shelly bawling her eyes out. I'm going, oh my God, this is going to be fun. My other favorite story is when we were sailing. We built a sailboat, and we were going around the world, we thought. And we've spent 2 years building this boat. We've spent time in the Bahamas getting used to it. We had to rebuild our engine and all this stuff. We finally head south to the Caribbean, right? We're coming around Puerto Rico, around the south side of the island. We're coming around the island. Shelly goes, pull over. I think I'm pregnant. I said, no, you're not. We're going around the world, not having babies. And she goes, I think I'm pregnant. Well, we pulled over, and she was. And where is he? He's right there. So,
It's all your fault, Nick.
it's all his fault. So you can use your pictures and stuff. So I sent her this card. You can see it. So I'll send it around and show you. I sent it to her today with a poem in it. And it says, birthdays are forgiving, gifts from us to you, but we could not discover exactly what to do. So we put our heads together to think of something cool, maybe some clothes, maybe some pearls, maybe a very small pool. But we couldn't figure it out no matter how hard we tried. Then we found the perfect gift, so perfect that we cried. That's it. We knew it right away that you would love it too. So hear from us with all our love, especially for you. Happy birthday, Shelly. So, sweetie, come here. This is what we got for you. We are going to Hilton Head tomorrow morning. All of us. And we're going to come back Monday.
Not all
So,
of us.
So, it's up to you what you do with your lesson students in the morning. Some of them already know that we're leaving, so it's up to you. And then we do have another surprise that you're going to have to wait for. But that's your birthday, sweetie. Happy birthday.
Should I say this or we go to Hilton Head?
Maybe. What do you mean maybe? You don't believe it?
Just their trifocal, so just full down. Let me go back and read them. Oh, this is from Grace.